Yes, the words that they're using are food as medicine. They're
Okay.
giving me the taste of celery. So angels, can you take me into that data? What's the specific celery juice? Look up celery juice. It's kind of a big craze in the spiritual world. You might look up Anthony Williams, medical medium. He's got a show on Hay House. He's done a lot of books about how to do self-healing. I am tasting celery and they're showing me a food processor. So they're making it pretty obvious that celery juice would be good.
Just bought one.
Did you, darling? Good. Uh, I can feel your spirit, and I almost want to say, F you, Cancer. I can feel you have
That's,
not ever decided that this is going to be a name tag you wear, and that's powerful.
yeah, that's exactly how I would say it. So, and I do. So,
Good. Keep it up.
thank
Sometimes
you.
cuss words bring us power, and this might be one of those times. I want to say one more thing about this that I think you need to hear. Your ancestry who have dealt with any sort of terminal illness, including cancer, there's another theme that they're showing me, and it's the theme of being the person or the caregiver for the family and not always receiving that care back. Maybe because you don't ask for it, maybe because you don't realize you need it, or maybe other people are so high need, you say, well, my needs can happen later. I've got to be here for this person. What this season of Cancer is going to gift you is a new understanding of, hey, I deserve love too. People are going to be stepping in to make you food. Let them tuck you in. Let them make the visits. Accept the help, because as a soul, hearing that we're not ever supposed to be a sacrifice to our life, this is how we manage that. Allow other people in to help and bless them by saying yes to the help that they offer. I see that changing as well, because after you get out of this season of Cancer, and let's just hear them say that, after you get out of, yay, wonderful, you're going to have a new sense of, this is who I am, this is what I want, I claim it. Give it to me, okay?
Yep. Thank you.
I'm going to add you to my prayers. I do those Wednesday nights about 8 o'clock, so I want to connect to you spiritually at that time. I'm going to be sending you love, and I'm going to be sending you green light from Archangel Raphael. So I hope you feel that, and I am going to be praying for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy.
Rachel, I have
Thanks.
just a quick one for you. Sherry Scigliano says she's been seeing repeating numbers all the time. Is Spirit trying to tell me something?
Okay, hold on. I'm just getting done with Amy here. I'm just trying to release her from the Zoom call, and you know me and technical stuff. There we are. Okay, there you are. Bye, dear. I think I just got off my Zoom call. So is that on Zoom, Jerry, that you're giving me that call, or is it just a Facebook, or?
It's just a Facebook.
Okay, let's go ahead and go to Facebook.
But you can jump back on
I can jump back on the Zoom. Sorry, everybody. We are going to figure this out together. I'm almost there. Open. So what I'm doing right now, everybody, is I am looking at my computer and I'm begging it to behave. That's the first thing. I'm speaking nicely to it, like you are beloved and kind. Please be nice. My computer's name is Karen. So I'm saying, Karen, come on, be nice. And there, she did it. She's getting me back into the Zoom meeting. There we go. I'm gonna start my video. And then Jerry, if you wanna go ahead and tell me that again.
Sure. Sherry Scigliano says, "Hi Rachel, I've been seeing repeating numbers all the time. Is Spirit trying to tell me something?" Maybe repeat what I said.
Got it. That's good. Sherry has sent us a message saying that she sees repeating numbers all the time. She wants to know what that's about. And so I'd like to call in Sherry's team, angels, family. Sherry, you've got some animals over there too. So I wonder if you've lost some They look like they're the color of a dog. So I wonder if you've lost some dogs and there might be a kitty there or a rabbit, I'm not sure, but you've got a lot of teams around you. The numbers are important. Hey, everybody listening, this is one of those examples of when I give the message to somebody, this message is also for you. So please be listening. When we see numbers, numbers are a way that our angels communicate with us in a very specific way. Sometimes we expect angel work to be kind of miraculous and full of rainbows and butterflies. It is all of that, but sometimes it gets very specific because the angels say, all right, we've got your attention through the rainbow. You have noticed the way you feel around us, or we've sent your loved one who passed to send you the cardinal. Now let's up that communication a little bit, and let's please show you some numbers so you can get something specific. When you see a repeating number, your job is to go online and search meaning of angel number 63. And that is a number for you, darling, that it's coming from your angels. So they want you, after this reading, to look up the number 63. That's going to be some specific information that will deal with your soul purpose, your future. Sometimes when you look up angel numbers, it feels kind of like a horoscope in nature, where you feel like this could be for everybody. When you feel that way, read it again. There's going to be one small phrase or one paragraph that you think, okay, that is for me. Pay attention to those repeating numbers that are coming from your angels. When you see repeating ones, if you haven't seen those yet, you're going to be seeing them soon. Your angels are reminding you of a few things. Number one, when you see repeating ones, it's a reminder from your angels that we're right with you. We are here. We're not someplace else in another dimension. We're right here, as close as your breath. We're right here. The second reason they send you ones, like 1111 on the clock, or 111, or perhaps on a license plate, whenever you see 11s, that's what the angels call a manifesting moment. They want you to stop and say to God, Source, Universe, this is what I claim in my life. It could be things about your financial health, your physical health. It could be on behalf of your children. Claim what you're drawing to you in that moment. It's a manifesting moment, because once you dive deep into the spiritual world, you'll know that your thoughts create your reality, and this is a time that you can work on that. The other meaning of the ones that you're going to be seeing is a check on your thoughts. Are you being kind to yourself? Are you being fair to yourself? If you want to grow something in your life, let's say you want to move, your thoughts that are healthy will sound like, I deserve this house. I'm not worried about the logistics. I know it'll work out. I will be happy at this house. The thoughts that don't work are, oh, I've got so much stuff, I'll never do it. Or, I don't know if I deserve that house. It's so nice. I've never had a house like that. Even my face changed when I offered those types of thoughts. So the ones are to remind you that your angels are near. It's a manifesting moment. And it's a time for you to just pay attention to how you've been talking to yourself so that you can manifest what's coming up. Sometimes numbers that come to us are not from our angels. Sometimes they're from our family members. So look for numbers that have to do with someone's house number. Like my grandpa and grandma Walker come to me about 2 times a week, and they show me 517, that's their house number. Could be an anniversary, a birthday, could be a passing day. Watch for those numbers that you know make sense to a certain person. And when you see those numbers, the meaning is twofold. First part is that they're with you. Second part is whatever you're working on in your life, they are on your team with your angels to help you work through it. So that's what the numbers are about. I would encourage you to look for those numbers. Everybody look for the numbers. Leave your house in the morning and say, angels, family, I'm looking for you. Send me the signs. Then you look for numbers. You look for animals like the cardinal, the eagle, the hawk, and just pay attention to what is given to you. I hope that helps.
So we're on time. We could either do one more reading with this guest that's in now, or you could just do 2 quick comments again.
Let's do the reading from Zoom.
Okay. Click on gallery view and bring it back to that.
Gallery view, gallery view. There we are.
This is Brenda.
Hi, Brenda. How are you, darling? Can you hear me? Let's see. I can't hear Brenda yet, so do you have yourself muted, Brenda? Can you unmute? Try it now. Try it now one more time.
Can you hear me?
There you are. I think that might have been my fault. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, that's all right.
Brenda, love, how can I help you tonight?
I had a difficult thing in my life about 5 years ago, and it seems to linger, I guess. And I can't stay past asleep past, well, it'd be my time 3 a.m., but your time 5 a.m.
So at 3 a.m., you're waking up every night, and you believe this to be related to a trauma that you encountered a few years back?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel comfortable telling me what that trauma was? You don't have to.
I found my grandma passed away.
Okay. When you go to sleep, first of all, your angels would like you to pay attention to the health of your sleep. How are you sleeping? Because once we get past alpha brainwaves, theta brainwaves, we get into REM sleep, we go into deep sleep. That's actually called something, the angels call it family meeting, where every night we get a chance to sit around a table with our loved ones. They will come in and out according to what we're dealing with, as well as your angels, and sometimes, if it's in your personal theology, a representation of your religious beliefs. Could be Buddha, could be Jesus, could be Mother Mary. That seems to happen for you around 2:30. That's when you're getting into that deep sleep. So on those nights when you are getting good sleep, that's when your deep sleep cycle begins. It's at 2:30. Some of the things that they are taking you back to, so in this family meeting, you have an opportunity to look at memories that might be getting in the way of your wake time. Maybe you didn't have a chance to grieve, or that could be a season of your life where bam, 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 negative or perceived negative things were happening to you. I see talk of that in your family meeting, and when it gets to be about 2:55, I see your angels saying, that's enough for tonight. And then you boost into lighter sleep and you wake up about 3 a.m. That's the technical reason why you're waking up. Can you get back to sleep after you wake up?
No.
Okay. I would like you to talk to your angels about that so that your sleep, that your waking up feels more gentle, that they can spread that out a little bit. At 3:17, there's something clicking on at your house, they're saying. That could be furnace or air conditioner, could be a pet or something jumping on the bed.
Actually, a light, my bathroom light has
Flips
been
on.
clicking off and on every once in a while.
Okay, now that is spirit. And as alarming as it can be for a light to come on or a TV to come on at night, it is someone trying to get your attention, and I don't feel that it's negative anyway. So I want to take off that fear from you if there is any. I feel that there's a cousin involved. It's a younger gentleman that passed. Cousin, could be uncle, but it feels younger than that. Do you have a cousin that passed or a brother?
A cousin, yes.
Okay, so this is cousin who comes through with grandma. This cousin really takes care of grandma. That's much of his function. When they're in your house, they are made of electricity. When we're not stuck in this fleshy, farty, burpy body, we're made of electricity. And when we walk in a room, sometimes the electricity will change. Our phone battery can go down. Our computer battery will go down. That just happened to me a couple minutes ago. Lights can flicker. It's them. So I think it's keeping you awake because there's so much activity in your house. It is family related, but it's hard for you to go back to sleep. So this is what I ask you to do. Talk to your angels and say, first of all, when I'm coming out of that family meeting, can you make that slower so I don't wake up so much? Then I want you to talk to your family who's around at that time and say, I love that you're here, but could you go downstairs? Or could you visit me tomorrow when I'm drinking my coffee? change that a little bit. Say to them, when the lights flicker, it keeps me awake. There's some communication that needs to happen. There's nothing you could say to them that will separate them from you, but it's good for you to share your feelings. This is keeping me awake, or this is creeping me out, so that they know what they're doing might not be working for you. Your grandma is telling me something about your spinal cord, something about your back. What do you suppose that is?
Before she passed away, I was probably 5 months ago, before she passed away,
Okay.
that I had
Can I feel that?
a spot taken off my spine. It was attached to my spine. And it wasn't like anything cancerous or anything.
It's fibrous. But it was
Yes.
causing pain, I think.
Yes.
I believe this is your grandma validating for you that it's her. Sometimes that specific information needs to come in so you know, okay, I trust Rachel, but how about a little validation as well? That seems to be what your grandma is giving us. And she puts her hand over that part of your back, and when she releases her hand, this is going to seem a little kooky, but I see a big Band-Aid. And when I see a Band-Aid applied to somebody's body from spirit, it's them saying, from our perspective, this has been healed. This is healed. And she helped with that healing, I believe. Anything, I hope that helped. Do you want to guide me a little bit? Is there something else I can help with?
There's just been certain things that's been on my mind of when I found her, if she had like called out to me, because I was staying with her and I was helping take care of her.
Were her arms stretched out?
To a point, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
she couldn't lift them up all the way, but yeah.
Were out a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
When she took her final breath, her body got a boost of air or a boost of energy. And I think that boost was given to her so her angels could scoop her soul out of her body. And when she got this boost of energy, what I see happening is I do see I hear some vocalization. It doesn't sound like a word. It sounds like a big sigh. I see her arms moving forward, and that's really her body responding to her beautiful soul exiting her body. This felt beautiful, she says. It felt like she's showing me a picture of a blossoming flower. Like if you put that on time lapse and you make it go really fast and the flower goes whoosh, just like that. She says that's what it felt like. And she wants you to know that because she felt no pain at her passing. She wanted to pass by herself. She's very private. Even though a lot of people, I think, knew about her pain, she really chose to be pretty private. She wanted to she wanted to pass when she was by herself, she says. So if you feel like you missed something and you should have been there, I'd like you to lighten that off or take that off as a burden, because it's not true. She chose to pass when she was by herself, and I don't feel that she called out for you. I feel that her body was responding kind of on autopilot from her soul releasing. After she crossed over, let's go about 45 minutes after she crossed over, that's when I hear her voice. I hear her kind of in a sing-songy voice saying your name, and she was letting you know that she's still around and she's okay. You might still listen for that. You might be getting out of the shower, you might be just cooking in your house, and you might just hear her say, "Hi, I love you." You might hear her say something because she's got the ability to do that. So
I thought I heard it yesterday.
yeah.
I was getting out of my car. There was like no one around, like no one. It's like completely dark outside because I was getting off like late at night. And like nobody. And all I heard was Brenda. So I turned around and I'm like, what
Nobody's
the
there.
heck?
It's
And there's
Grandma.
like nobody here. I'm like freaked out. So I'm like running into the house and I'm like, okay, this is good. Whoa.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's the matter? What's the matter? And I'm like, no, seriously, you don't understand.
Well, please know that that's your family. I don't see anything negative around you. And if I did, I would at least tell you privately. And I honestly don't see anything negative. When our family comes through, especially when it's dark outside or it's in the middle of the night, it can feel alarming. So that's a good time to say to your grandma, I love that you said hi to me, but you about made me wet my pants. Could you do that at another time when I'm seated? So That's a good thing for you to communicate with her. I'm really excited that you're one of those people that gets a chance to hear your grandma's voice, because there's many of us that would pay an unbelievable amount of money just to hear hello from our grandma, and you still get to have it. So I'm so grateful on your behalf that you have that. I'm going to let you go for now. It was good to talk to you.
I'm just hoping I did my part when taking care of her. That's just all I...
Yes, you did. Think back to every one of those moments, honey. When you did your best, you did what you're supposed to do. And like you might have heard from another caller before, this is your time to receive back some of the immense care that you've given out to other people. So pay attention to that part of the message as well, okay?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Sweetie. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
You could go to closing comments, or you could do one more like Facebook comment.
Okay, I'm going to do a Facebook comment here, everybody. So,
Okay, so I can read it to you.
yes, well, you so I don't know if they can hear you, but okay. So I've got good-looking Jerry in the in the studio reading me Facebook comments, and I can take these off, right?
You should.
Oh, that feels good. Hold on, let's let the hair out for a minute. Okay, so we're gonna do a couple of Facebook messages. I'm ready.
Katie Lynn says, "Hi Rachel, someone saw an angel by me this weekend. They said the angel looked like me, but blonde, thinner, and in a cotton dress, and my dog could see her. I'm wondering if you can tell me more about this angel." This is from Katie Lynn.
Katie, your angel that you're referring to is the angel that lives on your right side. We have usually a right side and a left side angel. They're separated by sides because they have certain jobs that they do. Often our angels will take on our persona, because when they do that, we get to feel them more intimately. We get to feel them with clarity. If your angel felt like a fat old man, you might not feel that that angel is around very much. So our angels will take on our persona, sometimes our humor, sometimes our voice. Often they take on our same hobbies or passions because they meet us where they are, where we are. When you saw your angel, that was not for you. That was for the person who saw your angel. Your angel came through as a teacher. There was a teachable moment there where whoever this was that told you really needed to validate his or her intuitive gifts. And your angel showed up in a way that was very clear and distinct. So you could hear that you have an angel around you, but this person who spoke to you and said, "Hey, you've got an angel around you," this happened so that that person's gifts could be validated. I also want to point out that there's not a lot of difference from a holy perspective between our animals and our angels. Our animals are gifted to us. Even if you adopted your animal found you somehow. And our animals have that same ethereal, holy, beautiful energy that's meant to help us. And so when our angels are around, they can see them. So be watching for your dog, because our angels are around us every single moment. They never leave us, and our animals can see that. So that's what that was about, and how exciting. I would love it if you could take a minute to get your watercolor paints out, or you could get your colored pencils out, and you could interview your friend and make a nice portrait of your angel that you can keep there. All right? Thank you for your question.
So you could go to next week's guest. Also, you can tell people that we're zooming in, but we'll get to they can call in next week.
Okay, it's lovely that we got some beautiful calls today, and we've got some Facebook messages. We're going to be doing this on Monday nights at 7. And you know how this works, right? If we get here at 7 and we've got some kinks to work out, hang with us like you did tonight. Thank you. We will be with you. This is how it's going to roll. You're going to be able to contact us using a Zoom call. If you've never used Zoom before, don't worry about it. It's easy. If you want to do a practice Zoom call because you're dying to get a reading, get on my website, send me an email that just says practice call. You can contact me. And then we'll do a quick 2-minute practice call so you can participate in one of the readings to come. If you don't want to be on screen, that's fine. You know that you have the possibility of getting a Facebook message as well. I would like to give a couple of thank yous, and then I'm going to tell you who's going to be on the show next week. First of all, I want to thank Funky Finds, located on Ingersoll. They have supplied some of our set and will continue to supply our set from weeks to come using some of their beautiful inventory. I want you to go there. They're open this Thursday. Go to Funky Finds on Ingersoll. They're at a temporary location, I think, for about a year as they remodel their other building. And just walking through their building and seeing how much cool stuff they have, I think will brighten your day. And I know these people, so I know when you go to the shop, you're going to feel safe. You're going to see people in masks. I know that they are good about cleaning. This is one of those times where I could say safely, my own opinion, that you can venture out and support a small business because they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And I thank them for their friendship and for supplying what they gave. This, if you can see, is this beautiful green lamp. It's got a beautiful glass table, and weeks to come we're going to have more pieces, and I'll try to show you those. So Funky Finds. I also want to thank DSM TV Live for being so fun to work with and for presenting a venue like this for me and for many other people. It's really exciting. And I'm so thankful to be able to get the word out about what it's like to be spiritual and how it's not weird. I mean, I could be your neighbor, right? Right? Not weird. And this is something that's cool for everybody, so I'm glad for this opportunity. Next week, I want you to tune in because I'm going to have one of my dear friends, Randall Blackman, will be on the show. He is a psychic tarot card reader, among many other things, but that's what he's going to be presenting next week. So if you're interested in learning more about tarot cards, he really is the expert in his field in these parts. Randall has done an exceptional job growing spirituality in the Des Moines area by creating events and awareness, and you're going to get to meet him next week. If you want to have a reading with me or Randall next week, know that you can send a private message to DSM TV Live, or you can wait till we are live on the show and leave it to chance. If we are meant to read for you, we will read for you. If you really want a reading and you haven't had a chance to get on the show, I can still read for you. You can book a session with me. Go to my website, rachelcorpus.com, RACHELCORPUS.com. I give individual readings over the phone, Skype, or Zoom in these quarantine times, but soon we'll be going to in-person when it's safe. You can also engage my services for small group readings. I do readings at restaurants, sometimes at auditoriums. So if you've got a family celebration coming up in the next few months or a corporate event, you can certainly hire me for that. Go to my website to learn more about me and what I have to offer. And we will see you next week with psychic tarot card reader Randall Blackman.